It's up now. Hey, it's been a while. Lots of life happening lately. And I'm hoping that today we'll get a good chunk into some drama with Mimi and Kai. So I spent the last half hour to an hour getting these voice lines ready. So again, they were lost in my soup of voice lines. The first thing is Mimi here. I'm just gonna try and get all the main poses. I'm just gonna firm up, remember how to draw for a second. Mimi's kind of walking through the hall and making sure nobody needs anything. Should be a good host. Continuously like rearranging Mimi's design. She's different in almost every episode. Get your eyes a little closer together. She's got her little bow and her ponytail. Looks, and she's walking quickly through the hall. Maybe it's like bouncing behind her. I don't want to say bouncing. I have to animate it. But it would be cute if I could get it to bounce. That's a problem for future Christy. Oh, hi, Ryan! Thank you so much! I have a lot of fun with it, so I am very blessed to be able to work on fairy foxes. that she's kinda, I don't wanna say nervous. She's kinda trying to manage 100 boxes suddenly in her house. Just kind of put her arms both in front of her. Maybe she's holding the balls together. I always alternate calling them hands or paws because they're kind of both. Sure, pupils are the same size. So let's redo this eye. And of course her wings. Which maybe I should draw in a different color. I really just want to like composite their wings to oblivion and make them really shiny and sparkly, but I don't know if I necessarily know how to get them looking how I want them to look without just completely making them a 3D model. It's bicycles on the moon. That is very true. I don't think anyone is quite prepared for 100 foxes in their house. Except for maybe me. I am prepared. They can move in whenever they want. Just leave the back door open. Hope a few foxes wander in. I have the worst luck with seeing foxes in the wild. I love foxes, like they're my favorite animal, obviously. But every time we're like driving the car, people are like, look, there's a fox! And I look as fast as I can, like, oh, it's gone. The few times I have been like, oh my goodness, it's a fox. It's not a fox, it's a coyote. Which coyotes are cute too, but.
Is everybody set? Anybody need any pills?
Okay, so.
Is everybody set? Anybody need any pills?
She's gonna turn her head the other way.
Subject into that dream, and they fill it with their subconscious.
How could I ever acquire enough detail to make them think that it's real?
I normally don't like songs that include like these big narratives in the middle of them, and I'm sure eventually I'll move this one to my banished playlist. But sometimes they just have the best hard style centers, and they just have to endure whatever narration the producers plopped in the middle.
You create the world of the dream.
That sounds like the movie that my sister wants me to watch, Suzume. I haven't actually watched it, so don't spoil it too much for me, but Talk about 100 dogs. It's a good wish. I like this. They're going to be a word fight between Guy and Mimi. It's more Guy. Awkward tension fight. We can put it that way. Because I think in a word fight, Kai would probably win. He's very well read. They do have a few tense words for each other though here. I don't think this scene even like resolves anything in the relationship. If anything, it probably makes the relationship worse. But they definitely acknowledge things that have happened. So, I guess we're sizing each other up. Scene. It's like, I know that you know that I know. Why can I not draw wings today? Do this slowly. Here. Here. I wish for 100 foxes in my house right now. Don't think my cats would be too happy. Does Kai feel betrayed because of what Mimi tried to do in episode 9? Maybe just a little bit. It's in episode 10, I think, actually. He was just a little betrayed. But he understands the reasons. He's pretty used to it. But Mimi has a few secrets of her own. Kai makes it clear he's aware of. So this is where we get a little scene change. I'm gonna do the boring hallway bit first. I'm not gonna actually draw the real room, I'm just gonna draw like a fake room that I can use. This is gonna be the library area. It's probably going to be a lot taller, but I haven't quite decided. It's very rude to make architecture that not all your guests can use. So most are prairie fox houses are designed with non-flying foxes in mind. Like every foxes or dude fairy foxes. There's like a little I don't know, lectern here. Make that door smaller. Maybe here. Maybe we can make that taller if I feel like it. Wondered why Mimi acted instantly when Kai was already in there. I mean, Panic. He's got a reputation for being this crazy fighter. Urgency to get back without being noticed. Are we going to see Dragonite's final form? Yes, but not in this episode. It was gonna be in this episode, and then I rewrote the script, like, I kid you not, like 20 times. Like, this is just not happening without a lot of... Like, this stuff needs to happen first before we get to the Dragonites. So. We're doing this episode. This is just a music stand. I've been in orchestra too long. I need a fancy lectern, not a music stand. Whatever. This isn't the real thing anyway. I don't know why I'm acting like it is. Okay. Make this light gray. Yes. One advantage of digital drawing. Instant retry. It's forever and ever and ever. It's very true. The other thing is that, like, when you are drawing on paper, you do stupid things like hit Control Z on the table. I know I'm not the only one who's done this. Okay, so then Mimi comes in here. And since this is a sketch, I'm gonna make a screen. I don't know why, but I'll make all my sketch layers green so I can make sure that's the sketch layer. Mimi's kind of going through this way. That looks in. This way. Oh, there's a guy. See, I might have to back this up. Yeah, we'll just back this up so that it kind of overlaps. That. Get a little more of a lead in of her walking up here. Kind of tense. I don't want her to tense up quite yet. We'll save that for the next shot. Just kind of realize who's in there. Have I ever drawn a lion before? I've drawn lions several times before. Very fun. They have little, like, square noses. I mean... Yeah. Little tiny eyes. Do their little lion things. Brr. Sleep all day. I'm a scary lion. Alright guys, today we're gonna be drawing fairy lions. This is Mark Rar. Kind of scary actually. Does it really work for them? What are we doing? Great. Let's draw a cry now. I think I'm also gonna keep this sketchy. This cry is being sketchy. Mark halfway there. Oh, hey, Natalie's here! Welcome! When I was very little, probably even since I was born, my parents had bought me this, like, what was huge to me, was a giant lion plushie. I thought it was the biggest thing on earth, but honestly it was probably like 2 feet tall. But I loved that lion plushie. I've had him for many, many years. Something happened to him. I forget what. I think his mane got dirty or something and it couldn't be cleaned. It was very sad. Or maybe he got donated. Going to hold it. This is the other shot. It's gonna be him. Like this. This is left hand. Well, I don't know. Maybe I want it with his right hand so you can like hold it. Behind him? He's gotta set it down on the lectern too. Do one in his left hand. Ugh. Too much thinking ahead. Alright, left. Right. Wait. That'd be straight. Well, I see what the problem is. I am reversing him in my head, so when shot changes, he'll be facing this way. So I can either flip him here or flip him the other way. I think I like this actually. Let's do that. So this is his right hand. So I want his right hand now because he's facing away from the door. I don't know why this is so hard for me today. Let's just do a floor pan. I want him facing this way so we can book the book behind him and eventually on the lectern. So as soon as we're now facing this way, yeah, that should work fine. Whoa. Hey, the Meister! Welcome! Okay, his arms a little too long. We'll fluff him up. You'll see this later, but I want to get pretty close. I'll just do a little roll of thirds here. Little leftover from the halfway art of it.
Pillows?
Alright, this is gonna be a shot and like in the window way. There's a window. Alright, let's just draw the room again. Wait, wrong there. Alright, the world's greatest window. Wow, look at it. Okay. Hi. Just kind of ignoring her. He doesn't have pockets, but if he did, he would have this hand in his pocket. Back when I first created fairy foxes, back in the wild heydays of YouTube, I had many people slightly younger than me make spin-offs. It was really cute looking back on it, but you know, back then it was like, people are copying me. But there were numerous fairy creatures, but my favorite of all time is fairy penguins. I don't even know if those videos are still up. I should see. We have like fairy squirrels, fairy chipmunks. Fairy cats, I think that was one. The four warrior cats really was storming through. They say imitation is the highest form of flattery. I'd have to agree now. So if you made a fairy imitation, thank you. I greatly appreciate your enthusiasm. Alright, they're just kind of chilling. I was on 2007 YouTube. I made a little tiny dent in my corner. I got featured on like the YouTube honors pages. I think the highest I ever got was like third most commented on in the day for YouTube. I would put them in the descriptions as I got them, but yeah, probably couldn't say the same for today's YouTube. That's for sure. All these starting out animators, like, you either get lightning in a bottle or you get nothing. I kind of miss the days when little animators could rise to the top. Occasionally I find animators that are doing really cool stuff. But who knows how many are doing cool stuff and just like YouTube never shows them to me. I forgot to label the book. This isn't actually what the book says, but you know what? It's a sketch version. Hang on, one of my friends is here for BattleBots night. I gotta go let him in out of the rain. I'll be right back. You can stare at Kai for 2 seconds. Alright, I'll be right back. Yes, I know the title's on the back. Maybe it's a manga. Yeah, he's hanging out next. Perfect. Let him in when he actually needs to come in. Okay. Alright, what was I doing? Right. Over here. Yes, we celebrate Battle Dots Night every Friday. We are big into Battle Dots. I don't watch any sports except for Battle Dots. So this is me getting tense here. And would have discovered very fast as you're gonna get turned into joining Crest now by Zool's Minecraft event. Yeah, I love her Minecraft event. My friend Zool's has a comic called Explomarum, and you guys should definitely read it. She let me have a little slice of her forum called Crestnog, which is related to her comic. It's a really fun little forum. I think I let him get out of this truck. I should probably let him in. Otherwise, it is raining, it'll get soaking wet. We're running off for 2 seconds again. Happy Battle Dots Day! Okay. Friend saved from sogginess. Oh no, my music stopped. Right? There we go. Sadly not to Zoe, although I started drawing with Zoe's hair. So I can't wait to draw Zoe. I was thinking about doing the Zoe Kiki Mimi scene today, but they're like the voices. My good mic isn't hooked up right now. So I just did ones that I don't have to voice act for. You were a big fan of Robot Wars? I used to love Robot Wars as a kid. Like, if we were at my grandparents' house where they had actual cable, I was like begged to stay up and watch Robot Wars. So Mimi write fan fictions? It's probably in there. Okay, so now she's kind of tensing up now. Going in angry defensive mode. Keep your ears up. This is just the loose sketch that I'm gonna line over later. Hypnotic. Those are some old ones. My new favorite is Ripperoni. It uses a flywheel to counteract its gyroscopic force, and it's just the greatest thing ever. And I thought glitches run of complete luck was the most hilarious thing. I love Blip, not because it's very good, but because it has a really cool, it's another flywheel, but I guess I just like flywheels. It uses a flywheel to engage a flipper, so it can flip multiple times. It hasn't performed very well, but it's so cute.
You shouldn't be here.
She's gonna start walking forward. I'm just gonna indicate that here. I'm actually drawing it too much. timing goes.
You shouldn't be here.
It doesn't quite look like she's walking forward.
You shouldn't.
Grab the deer wings here. Wow. Okay, where's our environment? Guy's holding a laptop. Right, stolen human technology. Even though it's far inferior to Fairy Fox's technology, he is still intrigued. Okay, I'll probably redraw him later. It's okay. Let's see. Walking in with purpose.
You shouldn't be here.
Give him a little bit of space though. Make it my profile. does this world have wolves? There are animal wolves that live on Earth, but there are not fairy wolves. They have dragons, and there's a few species of dragons. I've only shown one. They are the rainbow dragons. They're the ones that get ridden and sort of have their own little
You
society.
shouldn't be here.
But they integrate with the fairy foxes. And then there are mountain dragons. And those ones are pretty feral and they eat fairy foxes. And they probably eat rainbow dragons too if they could. They don't have wings. And then there's dragonets. Hello?